And I want to thank you all for being here this morning. Ms. was not here, unfortunately. But I'm going to introduce our organizers, which is myself, Esther Lopez. And then we have Nancy Lowry in the back, and Ernesto and Arturo are not here. So, but I thank you all for being here, and I welcome you. We're going to show you a small video. I'm sorry, my mind just went blank. A small video about the 1 Million Cups.
1 Million Cups is a weekly educational program developed by the Coffee Chavez.
Moving gears to that more cities creates a great differentiator to see what's happening across the country.
What I've learned from other entrepreneurs is it's very, very valuable. Sitting in a room of people that have ideas too, it helps me to believe that, you know what, my idea is worth something. It's worth pursuing, it's worth going after. Even if it looks like a challenge, I should still go out and try to do it.
Okay, what is 1 Million Cups? Founded by the Kaufman with the goal of help and entrepreneurs. It's a weekly program with 2 entrepreneurs who will be telling you their story to share their trials and tribulations. Then after the presentation, we're going to ask you, it's a 5-minute presentation, we're going to ask you 15 minutes to provide feedback or ask questions to the presenter. Our sponsors, Coffee by Pickup Coffee. He's one of our sponsors, and that's what provides us the coffee with. He's a venue sponsor, and then the Hub of Human Innovations. Participants, if anybody would like to participate, to present, so that way people can get to know your business, and that way, if you're a startup business or an existing business, and if you need feedback from the audience or questions or so on and so forth, that's what we're here for, to do network, to find out what each and every one of us are doing. And you can provide the presentation by downloading your application if you'd like to do so. So in the meantime, for further ado, I'd like to present our first presenter, which is Schmitz from the Bullring Salon.
Hi, I'm Allie. I was asked to present today. I'm not really good at public speaking, so this should be interesting. I was asked to share my story. My name is Allie. I'm the owner and creator of the Golden Cat Salon. This is our concept board because we're still working on getting a vehicle. We are going to be a mobile salon in the El Paso area. And I first concepted this idea about 2 years ago. I had only been in the cosmetology industry for a short while, but I started apprenticing at a barbershop in Horizon, and I worked at a few places. I ended up at a local salon. I worked for what I thought was it's a really great industry, but most of the companies that I worked for were not ran the way I would necessarily like it. So all of them had something in common. They were all run by women. And I learned a lot from each of them. But as my clientele grew, it became apparent that I kind of wanted to keep on the move and keep going and catering to different types of clients. So I knew nothing about mobile salons or that they even existed or even how to start a business. My great-grandfather was actually a barber here in El Paso. He had 2 shops in downtown, and with that kind of legacy, I just began to wonder if I could maybe start my own business. I wanted to cater to those who couldn't necessarily get to the salon. Maybe if you're in a wheelchair or you're elderly. I have a lot of clients that are that way. So I found myself going to them more often than not. And when we started this business, everybody seemed to really catch on to that idea. They really liked it. Oh, can my mom get a haircut? Can you come to her? And they all really seem to love the idea. So my plan is to probably keep the clientele that I have, obviously, who've been completely amazingly supportive. But I also want to cater to retirement homes, as well as I'm probably going to do 1 week out of the month where I go to the El Paso Rescue Mission, which I've done for 3 years now, doing volunteer work and haircuts, and taking care of my usual clientele. My family and my husband have been incredibly supportive. We have a GoFundMe account as well as a People Fund who has been amazing at helping us with this dream. And my company is hopefully going to be the complete spa experience on wheels. And we're hoping to help the community very soon. Sorry, I'm so joking. Yes.
I have a quick, I mean, I think I have a hard time getting in those things. How are the old people who gotta get in the wheelchair?
We have a ramp.
A ramp, oh.
Yeah, and we've actually purchased the 1977 Argosy Airstream. The floor is a little bit lower, and we have like a really nice ramp that they can go to. Yeah. Yeah.
How are you able to use your license for doing this? Because I know I've heard other cosmetologists that they can't use it like outside of a salon.
TBLR, the Texas Cosmetology and Licensing of Texas, sorry. You actually can obtain a mobile salon license, but you have to be a mobile salon. You can't just go to people's homes and work inside their homes, right? Unless they are completely immobile. So the only way I'm able to go do somebody's hair inside their home is if they are bedridden or in a wheelchair.
So what is your brand? I mean, you have like a very distinguished look, but it sounds like you're going philanthropic, like going to the rescue mission and going to senior citizen homes, but what is your target market?
My target market is still like a regular salon. We're inviting all, of course, the clientele that I have from the other salons that I've had over the years, as well as men and women who are looking to get their hair cut and colored. Also waxing and facials, and I provide makeup for events. As far as the rescue mission work and the retirement work, that's just something that I also want to provide on the side because I enjoy it and it's just nice. It's nice. There's numerous salons that I work for where it's really hard to get people and their parents who are maybe, like I said, disabled, or their grandparents who can't get in there. And so I would really like to focus on helping out with that as well.
So you got the Airstream, it's just
Yes.
you need a truck to tow it?
No, it is a self-driving 1977 Argosy, and my husband will be gutting it, and we will be remodeling the inside.
So financially, are you, aside from your crowdfunding?
Oh, we're doing a business loan.
You're doing a business loan? Okay,
Yes.
so for equipment, insurance, everything?
Yes. The licensing, most of the licensing is taken care of already.
Okay.
Like I said, obtaining the mobile license through
So
TBLR.
what's your projected launch date?
Probably August.
Okay.
We're pretty close.
And you'll build the website in the back end?
Yes. I'm waiting until we get the vehicle completely up and running before we launch the website.
It seems like something you could do as El Paso fluctuates with this food truck.
Yes.
Maybe you could join in on a couple, I like that ramen one that's downtown.
Cadena.
Yeah. Maybe.
We're actually friends with them.
So maybe you partner with them.
Yes.
A couple days a week. I mean,
there are a
I wouldn't mind
couple-
getting a haircut outside the bar.
I have actually. I've been fundraising at bars.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
Right.
So Dead Beach, Blackbird, and who was the other one? My husband also knows the owner of Barfly, and
Right.
they've been completely receptive, and people really like getting their hair cut on a Saturday night.
Yeah, no,
So we're thinking maybe 1 or 2 days a week.
exactly, good.
Yeah.
So, go for it.
No, go ahead.
Well, my question is about the name, because I look at that and I see a pet groomer,
Oh, the Golden Cat?
cat salon. I see cat salon, I see those two words. And, and for what it's worth, that's what I,
The Golden Cat Salon was chosen because the African golden cat is a nomadic animal. it's on the move and it doesn't have. Originally the name was Gypsy, and I got a lot of flack for it. So
Gypsy Salon.
yeah, it was.
Pretty catchy, I think.
It was, but I got a lot of flack for it. Apparently it was a racial slur, so I didn't want to offend anybody, and I picked an animal that didn't have a home.
Well, you build your brand around that.
Yeah.
I think once is that an official, like?
That's official.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's my DBA.
Got it. Okay.
But I can understand how you can see that, so we'll just have to make sure people know it's a people salon. It's for people. Yes.
So where exactly do you want to be located at? And
Go ahead.
where would you take the customers?
So we have, like I said, we have the 3 bar locations that we're looking at, as well as during the day, I have to have a weekly itinerary that I submit to the licensing company. And we want to do east side as well as a west side location. Probably, we're looking at a couple businesses that are able for us to park outside during the day, both east side and west side. Yeah. Yes.
A couple of things. First of all, you're being too hard on yourself about public speaking skills. Secondly, what's your marketing plan? Like, how do you intend to build?
I mean, we're doing social networking right now because I'm so large. I'm just taking it easy. I'm not really hustling as much as I could be. Networking for me has always been great by word of mouth. And let's see, Facebook has been awesome. Twitter is also great, as well as just doing local fundraising. The Rescue Mission has been awesome. I've already been on the news for them. And yeah, I have no problem talking to people face to face. So.
Are you doing anything like product partnerships?
Yes.
Sponsors?
Yes,
from
I have
products you
3 product sponsorships that are interested right now. One specifically it's a local company called Beard Whiskey, and he makes his own beard oil products, sells them all over the country. He's with El Paso. He worked with another salon that I worked with, but he's also very interested in that. And then Moroccan oil, which is one of, I'm sure ladies like Moroccan oil. It's a product not sold in many salons here in El Paso, so I plan to partner with them. Yes.
Competition-wise, would you?
So yesterday, somebody just decided that they also wanted to start a mobile salon project. I'm sure, just like food trucks, I'm positive that there's going to be more of these. I mean, our goal is to just try to be our own.
Well, you got to embrace competition.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, standard.
Can't just be the only, I doubt we'd be the only one, so.
Well, I think that Kaidema, I mean, to me, and I've only had it a few times, they seem very prominent where they are.
Yes.
So like, I know even without looking on their Instagram, like they're probably busy wherever they are.
Right.
And they create that moment, that vibe.
I think once we get a couple locations that are pretty standard, we'll probably be a lot like that.
When you're saying locations, you mean like individual, like Airstream units, right?
Oh,
We're
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
retail spaces.
I'm just talking about retail spaces to park outside of.
Oh, okay, so that's a location, and then you go with your one Airstream.
Right.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. That way, if we parked out of residences, it'd be way too hard. And you're allowed to, like I said, and I probably will for, there's a church that's also interested in having us come do a fundraiser. And what's it called? The food truck park on the east side, actually, Food Truck Circus, also interested, so. So many things.
No, that really is.
Yes.
Cool.
Have you thought about weddings and quinceañeras?
Yes.
I mean, that would be, I think, amazing if you went to that.
Since I did a wedding in December over here at the DoubleTree by myself, they were also suggesting that idea. So there's like 2 girls who were interested in that. I've done 4 Jewish weddings and they've all just been really receptive. Yes.
What's your capacity in staff? Because you know, you can do quick haircuts being downtown, like on a lunch hour, but is there just gonna be yourself doing waxes,
Just me.
coloring, and haircuts?
Yeah, just me. It sounds a lot more difficult than it really is, but it isn't. When you booth rent, you're pretty much by yourself and you have your own clientele anyway. You're a sole proprietor. You're just renting out of somebody's salon. So me just being by myself, not me. Yes.
Please, to piggyback on that, is it just one chair, or can you have someone, you know, getting their hair dyed while you do another haircut at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm usually doing anyway. And eventually I will probably look into hiring an assistant, maybe somebody to shampoo hair or, you know, cater to the client while I'm taking care of one of my clients. But right now, I feel completely confident in my ability to do it by myself.
You know, there's a lot of startups that have used internships from the community college.
Mhm.
So the cosmetology schools, is there a way for you to like have something and get assistance?
I could, yes. When you're in cosmetology school, you
Because
are...
then you don't have to pay for them, right?
Right, you are licensed by Texas to just shampoo hair in a salon. You can't cut, but you can sweep up hair. And yeah, that's definitely a great idea.
What's your biggest next hurdle, obstacle between now and launching and everything? Other than the gutting?
Getting our business loan right now. Esther has been working with me, and I've been working tirelessly on my business plan. And I've also been seeing a business advisor. So the next hurdle is the loan, and then gutting the salon. Yeah. We've got 2 guys who are willing to work for just beer and food, which I'm totally okay with, cooking food for people.
For sure. Cool.
Anybody else?
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
What can we as a community do to help you?
Come get your haircut. Come get your haircut and colored. No, really, if we do, you'll see us eventually. I know we will. If you see us at Blackbird, or if you see us at Dead Beach, or if you see me downtown, you know, come in. Absolutely.
So to find you online, it's what?
It's the it's a Facebook right now,
The Golden Cat Salon.
/ the Golden Cat Salon. And then you'll see my personal information on there as well, so you'll be able to see my personal Instagram as well as soon as we get the vehicle, I'll feel more confident putting everything up on the internet.
Right.
Okay.
Why did you add the extra "the" up on top?
Where?
The Golden Cat Salon.
Oh, I don't know, I didn't want it to just be Golden Cat. I wanted the Golden Cat Salon. Again, it comes from the name. It's the African Golden Cat, and I didn't want to put the African Golden Cat because again, I was trying to stay as PC as possible. Let's just put it.
Well, I want to thank Ellie very much because it was on a very short notice and we didn't have a presenter. We were struggling to get presenters. So I'm happy to say that she came through and I appreciate that very much, Ellie. Thank you.
When do you do?
Huh?
When do you do?
June 15th. Very, very soon. Like today. I'm actually 37 weeks today.
Is the first one?
No, second. I have my daughter's 3.5.
Thank you, Ellie.
Okay, now we have some announcements to make. First of all, I have Yo Amo Ciudad Juárez on Facebook. It's gonna happen June the 25th. Oh no, I apologize, this Thursday, the 25th, at 6:30 p.m. in Juárez, Technology Hub. And then we have the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Café, Pan y Dulce. That takes at the Alamo Draft House, 250 East Montecillo, 7:30 a.m., free for members, $25 for future members.
When is that?
May 26th. And then on May 30th, can your business keep up with today's customers? Register now, and this is about, let me see, when is this? El Paso. Register now. Join Laura McCabe, 6 Small Business Influencer Award winner and co-founder at SMB Group to learn how and why customer expectations are changing, implications and challenges for small businesses, ways to assess and tune up sales, marketing, and service to keep up with customers. So if you're interested, we're going to have a flyer stuff. Also, it's a webinar on June 1st, CEO and 2015 Facts, Fiction, and Fundamentals. It's often said that SEO is always changing, but is it really? Haven't Google and the other engines always wanted to serve out most relevant and authoritative result? In this webinar, SEO and content marketing veteran John Bertino will examine the fundamentals of how search engines find your business, how business owners can discern between the facts and fiction related to search and engine optimization, how to protect yourself from pervasive sales speak dissemination by alleged SEO gurus, or actionable strategies that can be implemented right away. And we have a flyer if you're interested. Tarde con extranjeros. That's going to be Saturday, June the 3rd at 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. Amor por Juárez. Start up now and validate the hub, Saturday, June 17 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hub of Human Innovations. It's learn, don't waste valuable time, money, going after the wrong market. Learn valuable, learn startups, tools, understand your customer. Information and registration with Nancy Laurie here at the hub. Build a successful crowdfunding campaign. This workshop will teach you fundamentals of how to properly research, plan, create, and launch a successful crowdfunding campaign. Crowdfunding isn't easy, but the right campaign has the potential to turn your idea of dream into a successful business. Saturday, July the 15th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Fee is $40, students $30, and it's also here held at the hub. And now I want to ask, who is here for the first time? Thank you so much for coming, and I really do appreciate it. And who brought a friend for the second time, or who invited a friend? Nobody? You did. Okay, then I'll give you the mic. And?
It's got many months.
What happened to
Yeah, I wanted to give it to you. Thank you so much for coming. Ellie left some business cards, I'm going to put them right there, so if anybody's interested, they'll be there. Now our second presenter is going to be Enrique with Bullring.
Good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Did you already have your coffee? Because you know it's supposed to be like 1 million cups and there's coffee. I don't know if you knew. Because you know there's always good. Everything is better when we get coffee. But anyway, thank you. I have actually presented before, but now we had this. I'm gonna call it an initiative with one of our companies that I wanted to share with them, and they liked it so much. And they invited us to come in and present to you, and we call it the Bullring. But again, part of our story, Omar's going to start a little bit. Omar is one of my partners, and that's why when they said that I'm next to present, I mean, we're here to present the Bullring. It's Omar and I, not Enrique. But again, I wanted to just start off with this, presentation saying that we have presented one of our companies before. Some of you may already know that we presented one of our companies. One of our companies is called Digital Bull Creative. We are a digital marketing company. I call it the upcoming digital marketing company in El Paso, but yes, I'm crazy, so I can call it whatever. But we're very excited about this company. We're growing a lot. We have very good clients, very, very good clients in El Paso and in other parts of the city. And when they invited me to present this project, they actually asked me to talk a little bit about my story, because part of my story is that I decided to come to El Paso, stay in El Paso, create a business in El Paso, help businesses grow in El Paso, have other initiatives to support other businesses in El Paso, and I'm not even from El Paso. I wasn't even born in El Paso. I didn't even go to primary school, high school, or whatever they call it here. I'm not from El Paso. I've been in El Paso for 10 years. But I made El Paso my home. I have no family here. I'm not married. I don't have any kids. I don't have any anchor kids or anchor babies, whatever they call them. I'm here as an entrepreneur. I'm here as a businessman. I have a work visa. It's an entrepreneur's visa. It's because of my work. I employ 6-7 Americans, and that's the story they wanted me to share with you. I don't know why. I'm a kid from Chihuahua. I call myself a kid, but even though I don't look like a kid anymore. But I'm originally from Chihuahua, so I made El Paso my home. So along with my personal presentation, Omar's presentation, and the Bullring presentation, I want you to understand that what we're trying to do here is create new initiatives to help businesses grow. Not only with our creative digital marketing agency, but with this new project that we're going to present to you. So now, as I developed my professional career in El Paso, I was so lucky to have met Omar. Omar is Digital Creative's art director. Everything that you get to see for like a Tacotote, which is one of the clients that we manage, for the El Paso Coyotes, the new soccer team that came into town. It's one of the companies that we manage. We work with BMW. We work with Highlands Rehabilitation Hospital. We work with many clients, and these clients are great to us. So what we wanted to do is give other clients something back, or try to help other businesses that really need help. Because I'm going to tell you something. Do you think Tacotote needs help? Do you think Highlands need help? Do you think the outlet shops need help? Well, yes, of course. There's so many things they can do, but as a business, they're doing okay. You know, Tacotote has 7 stores, 22 in total. It looks like they don't need help. There are other businesses that do need help, and that's where we come in. And Omar's going to tell a little bit more about him and the Bullring.
Hi everyone, my name is Omar Chavez, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about my background. I'm a graduate from UTEP. I have a bachelor's degree in graphic design and a minor in advertising. And I have about 5 years professional experience in the marketing and advertising industry. Part of my background is that I started off working in a advertising agency, where that was the first time that I met Enrique. And at that point, he was the creative director and I was an incoming graphic designer. And it was about a couple of years, he kind of took me under his wing, and he was my mentor for about those 2 years. And I don't know, I felt like there was a mutual thing to where he took the lead and he just decided that we just needed to do something a little bit more. We just wanted to express our own ideas a little bit more when it comes to the future of advertising or marketing. So we took the dive and we started, Enrique started his own company, and I went along with him because I believed in what he was doing. So that would be what we would call it, Digital Creative. That's the advertising and marketing agency. And after that, because of the nature of the company, we have a dynamic and we have a culture to where we're all about exploring new ideas, and we're all about innovation. That's one of the key things that we do in our company, innovation. We want to see what's new, we want to see what's working, we want to see what's next, most importantly. So because of that, the nature of this company, it has allowed us to be very progressive and very forward-thinking. And that has made us have a very entrepreneurial mindset. So that's a little bit about my background. So I'm going to start out by asking you all a few very simple questions. First of all, how many people here have ever had a really great idea, $1 million idea?
All of us, right?
All of us.
Right.
Everyone has had a $1 million idea.
Well, you had your percent yours.
Now, how many people here have wanted to start a business or are currently trying to start a business? Yeah, it's a lot of us. A lot of people have that drive to want to start their own business and to want to be independent. Now, for those of you who raised your hand about starting your own business, how many of you wish or have felt the need to have a lot more resources? Whether it's tools, whether it's capital, whether it's guidance, whether it's consulting, any of that. I'm pretty sure all of you have. We have at plenty of points. Now, last question. How many of you have seen the show Shark Tank? Yeah, a lot of us. And if you haven't, please watch it. It's a great show.
Thank you so much, and now we're ready for
Well, wait, 30 more seconds, because what we're about to say is that we created this company, or this extension of our company, and we call it the Bullring, where the lean startup model for business development meets Shark Tank. Now, instead of the way this works is we created this platform as an alternative option for businesses to get their company started, to grow their companies, to bring them into existence, where instead of the Bullring giving you money, we provide you the tools to get your business started for a percentage of your company. Because if you were to ask me for $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, yes sir.
Two questions. What are your methods in helping entrepreneurs? I mean, I don't know whether social media or what, or it's more all-encompassing. And the other question is, you mentioned BMW. Who are your other current clients?
We have Highlands Rehabilitation Hospital. We work with, and I can actually, I have a presentation with a bunch of logos. So it's Tacotote, Highlands, El Prado Bakery, Mount West Family Health Center, Unique Health Plan, Jarritos, Novomex, and I point at Jarritos because they're over here on the 3rd floor. And Jarritos, as you know, it's a national brand. We help them with digital marketing. I'm going over my whole presentation. We work with Texas Tech. We work with Paso Rhinos. We work with Minio Paso. We work with dentists, doctors, insurance companies, and a bunch of others here.
So you have put products out for all those clients?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we offer them services.
And I'm sure you have a website.
Yeah, actually, we're working on a new website. If you go to our website right now, it's like a landing page with our contact info. I know how we make websites for a living, and we don't have a website right now. But anyway, so that's why we created the Bullring. We created this platform to help businesses come into existence, you know? But yes.
How many sales reps do you have?
We have about 3 sales reps. They're like independent contractors.
And they're contracted?
Mm-hmm.
And in correlation to how many employees you have?
4.
You have 4 employees and
It's 4 plus me. I don't consider myself an employee. But yeah, that's for Digital Bull. The Bullring, it's a project in which Omar and I came together. We partnered to create the Bullring. But of course, we use companies like Digital Bull or other companies that we have helped or that we have created to support other businesses. I'm going to give you an example. We have already helped, and we created this, we call it a pilot program. We created a pilot program in which we had auditions, like the Shark Tank, in which we invited companies or young entrepreneurs that had ideas to come present to us. Of course, we signed a non-disclosure, NDA, and all the legal stuff so that they can be protected. But they would come into us. They would come into the bull. They would come in and present to the bulls instead of presenting to the sharks. It's kind of like the same dynamic. So they would come in, they would present their company, and we would actually study them and analyze to see how feasible they would be. If we help them develop the company from the ground up, or we just help them either innovate enough so they can change the direction of the company to help them succeed, right? Because we have projects that come in and present to us and they're not even registered. They have no clue of what they need to do, but they have a great idea, right? So we help them, we kind of boost them. But we have had other scenarios in which there was a company which, I don't know, had been in business for the past 2-3 years, but they just couldn't see like a future, or they just couldn't see
The vision.
like the bigger picture, until we actually took them into our, I'm gonna say our arms, our network, and we helped them grow.
So why would a company or a person want to go through the Bullring, where you have to give a percentage of your company versus just pay you all as consultants to help?
Very good question, because nobody has money. That's the first thing. When you're starting a company, you have no money. But
So these are for the ones that don't.
Well, for the ones that do, yeah, they can hire an agency, that's fine. For the ones that don't, and they need that guidance, and they have a great idea, they come to us for that support. Because if you were to present this to an investor, no offense, or to a crowdfunding project, no offense, they'll give you $20,000, but you, the new business owner, you're not gonna know what to do with $20,000. You know you may need to spend $5,000 building a brand, building some marketing material, another $5,000 building a website, $10,000 in consulting, and then $5,000 in marketing. What if we give you $20,000 in tools and services for 10% of your company? That's the way it works. And we have found out that it works because we started this project 4 months ago and we have already created 6 companies. As you can see, we have Secret Company 2 and Secret Company 1 because we have an NDA. We're not supposed to say who they are until we actually create the company, register, and all that stuff. But as you can see, I'm going to tell you about these companies. Indicium Display Network. It's a company that we created, that we helped create. And this is a company that specializes in digital signage that now serves 3 shopping centers and some retail stores in which we have put digital kiosk and digital signage on shopping centers. If you actually go to the outlet right now, you're going to see that the directories where you see the stores and stuff, on the other side, it's a digital display. That's in this unit. We sell advertising, we put promos, we put events about Paso, and we created an information network.
What would you like us to do?
Just again, it's very simple. What we'll say, get the word out. Do not get discouraged if you have a great idea, because now you know that there are companies, that there are people that can help you develop that company, that can help you develop that idea, and that we're not sharks. I'm sorry, but I don't mean to sound like that to investors, but we're not sharks. We're bulls, and a bull, you can grab them by the horns, so you can still win.
So we know how to get a hold of you. Would you leave your business cards on that?
Yes.
You're saying you would provide someone with $20,000, $50,000 worth of credit towards your services. That's not equity, so that's not cash. That's just virtual credit, because to you that's a retail price for somebody. But when it comes to actual tangible equipment, things like that, do you have all that cash?
Well, for that, we're building a network in which
you're going to pull out the loan and be that liaison.
We'll get you. If you're part of your company, if we're part of this new company now, we will make sure that we are taken care of. So I will introduce projects like People's Fund, some type of crowdfunding, or even an investor that is part of our network to help us maybe buy equipment or get some cash for our operations or whatnot.
So this is your track record right here, and are any of them actually seasoned Like,
Oh yeah, for example, Indicium. Indicium is a great company right now. It runs by itself. All we do is kind of oversee it and manage it. Borderland TV, it's a video production company that now provides interactive live streaming services, which now, if you were to think about this, Borderland TV, it's the company of record that streams or that broadcasts the live games for the El Paso Coyotes. If you wanted to watch the El Paso Coyotes live, that broadcast is being produced and brought to you live with commentators and everything. Brought to you by Borderland TV.
Who's your competition? Or do you have any?
The Shark Dance. I'm just kidding. No, at this moment, we're not thinking about who's our competition. We're just thinking about presenting this, offering it to clients, be out there, and just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm asking that because, I mean, if you're the only one there, I mean, here, doing that, how will we know, how to base ourselves to either, how you would work for us, not having to, somebody else that does
I tell you,
it.
we are going public. I'm gonna say we're going, not public, I wish, but we're going out to the public shortly. Right now, we had this, we call it a pilot program, in which we invited some friends, family, groups that we know to present their ideas and their companies to us, to see what we could do. We know it works. We have a model that works. I think we have a very good dynamic. We have the whole project management system kind of like in place and all that stuff. I think we're going out to the public to offer this to El Paso. And I think we're just starting today with you.
So there are other organizations in town, such as SCORE, the Women's Business Order Network, organizations like that who offer free consultation and services. Why should somebody come to you and give up a percentage of their business when they have other resources? What do you offer that they can't get?
Very simple, very simple. Our good guys over from SCORE, they'll tell you, you need a website. We build it for you. So simple. They'll tell you, you need a great logo and a great brand. We build it for you. I'm a graphic designer by day. I'm a marketing guy in the afternoon, and I program websites at night. And so does he. Because every consulting firm is going to tell you, you need a website. You need to do social media. You need to do online marketing. But you have to pay somebody to do it. We do it at no cost to you. Just share your sales with us. Share your profits with us.
And, if you can interject, and that's where I guess the negotiation model comes in, to where we can make you an offer and we can tell you we want 20% of your company for this amount of services. But we know that, it's not going to always work that way for your company. So it's based on the nature of your company, at what level you're at, what level of maturity your company's at. It's always going to depend. And that's where you can counteroffer. And we get to the point where we're going to reach a level that we're on the same page. Every single business, from someone who just has an idea to someone who already has a seasoned company who's been working for 2 years or something like that, already has capital flowing, already has a dynamic, a structure in place, that could be also a candidate. It just depends on what level you're at. And our offers also are based depending on the risk level too, because there's a wide spectrum of risk level in any type of.
We don't say yes to everybody. Even though we help them, we give them free advice, like SCORE, but then at the end of the day, we just let them go, because it's not going to be a good venture for us. Yes, sir.
Borderland TV, that's a domain name?
It's a domain name,
Can you tell me how long it's been live, and what type of program, aside from the live broadcast you have of the game, how many users are looking at it, and what type of users are actually watching it?
Oh yeah, national exposure Borderland TV has given us, because every game that we have broadcasted for the Coyotes gets seen in 18 cities throughout the United States, where the other 18 teams are located. San Diego, Chicago, Nebraska, etc. So now viewership is and I found out really, really amazing. We had over, 5,000 viewers for some of these games. For the good games, because there were games in which the Coyotes lost really bad. I'm not supposed to say that. But But the good games, or like the last 4 or 5 games before the playoffs and stuff, we had over 5,000 viewers. And live, we were able to get 400, 500 viewers live at once, chatting, commenting, sending tweets, all that stuff. It was awesome. We didn't know it was going to be that.
How long has it been on, and what other types of broadcasting do you do other than the games?
We're now, Borderland TV takes care of the games for the Coyotes, the events and talks and conferences from the Technology Hub in Juarez. We will be doing the live streams and the live broadcast of these talks starting next week. So next week you will actually be live, and there's going to be a camera and a quick mic setup here. We're going live with these talks. It's a kind of like an agreement we have made with the hub, and who else? And that's it. But Borderland has been, we have been involved with Borderland for the past, 4 months, 6 months. Yes.
For each of these investments, I'll call them.
Yeah, call them that, I like that.
What are your exit strategies?
Exit? Well, it's been very simple, because we've had scenarios in which 2 projects were not successful. We call it a bad investment, and that's it, we walked out.
Look at the successful venture. What's your exit strategy?
Oh, yes. Oh, well, within the contract, and so that you know within the contract, let's say we partnered with you, there's a buyout option. Let's say we help you grow your business, and now within 2 years your company's awesome, then you know it's still your company. We have no say. You're still the CEO, you're still the director, you're still the president, whatever you want to call it, it's your company. We're there just to support you. We become your consulting firm, we become your marketing firm, if you call it. If you think about it, it sounds really cool. Well, it is pretty cool. But then the exit strategies, if they actually have an option to buy us out. You want to buy us out, then offer me what I offered you plus a percentage, and I'm out. It's your company. But now at the end of the day, you grew because of us. You're doing great because of us. Why would you want to have an exit strategy? You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to put that on the website. I'm going to let them answer the next one, because I'm answering all.
Well, I don't know. Okay. I went to a seminar through the hub, and it was on licensing, and they had a panel of lawyers, and it was on patents and all that. And while I was there, you know, they were talking about the cost and the expenses, and I talked to some of the lawyers there, and they said that the patents are, you know, for the United States. So being in such close proximity to Mexico and all the manufacturing plants and all the entrepreneurs over there, and now Borderland TV going into all these other areas, which is fine. How do you take care of the idea of whatever company you're building or helping build against that? Against it being copied right away and manufactured over there in Mexico, right there. Because,
yeah, I'm going to have to get this,
you know, because
I'm the Mexican one.
Because Mexican, well,
exactly, I'm going to tell you how. Some of these companies actually, Borderland TV and Chula Bisuteria, which is a jewelry company, they make jewelry and stuff. They're actually registered in Mexico as well. So we make them go through the process of, hey, we're going to do business in the border. You have to be registered in El Paso, but you have to be registered in Mexico. So we do go through all the legal stuff in Mexico, copyright, registration of the project company, all that stuff, to protect these projects.
Very good answer.
Okay, so we want to thank Enrique for his presentation.
Just spread the word, and anyone who's out there who you might know who might need some help, or you know, because it's very frustrating to have a really good idea but not know what to do with it next, or not be able to have the funds or the capital or the investment or the resources. And one of the most important things about us, or one of the biggest values, is our network and the resources that we can bring, because we always make connections. Just like, for example, with the the Coyotes and the Borderland TV. That was a connection that we made within our network, and both parties benefited very much. So yeah, just spread the word and let anyone who might need help or assistance or guidance in starting their next venture, let them know.
Yes, please, thank you. Oh, yes, you want me to mention, okay, yeah, so that I am going to make some announcements. As we kind of talked about it a little bit, Borderland TV, it's going to be doing the live broadcasts of these events. Because what we were telling them is that, yes, we get to see 30, 40 familiar faces every Wednesday, but there's a lot of people that are not as lucky as we are to be able to be out of work and not be at our desk, working at 9 a.m. Some of us are really lucky, because think about it, there's people actually working and we're not. So for the ones that cannot come, we are going to do the live broadcast so it goes viral, so we can reach thousands of people in El Paso. I want everybody, I'm going to say this, but I'm going to want every single student at UTEP to be watching these broadcasts from their computers, from their phones, from their tablets, and I want them to put it on their schedule. Every Wednesday, I'm going to sit down in front of my phone to watch these talks. So, in order for us to do that, we're going to need sponsors. Yes, sir.
How can you watch? I don't know how to watch Borderland TV.
Yeah. Oh, well, we're going to put it on our website, borderlandtv.com, but also it's going to be broadcasted to the Facebook account for 1 Million Cups on our Facebooks and on our YouTube channels. There's going to be a link that I know and I believe a lot of people are going to want to share. When you come back and present again, I'm going to say again, you got to present, right? But when you guys come and present, that presentation is going to be broadcasted live, but also it's going to be saved so that a lot of people can be able to share it and listen to what we have to say. Because there's a lot of people here in El Paso that cannot come, but they need to know about what we're working on. And the other thing is that we need sponsors. We need sponsors, because in order for us to do this, we want to get these sponsors a lot of exposure. We're asking for some sponsorships so that we could actually get this and promote this and then help this thing grow. And again, the minute this grows and it goes public and it goes live and it goes to 1,000 people, of course, these sponsors are getting more exposure. That's what we're trying to build here.
So how much do the sponsors have to give, or what do they have to do?
They haven't approved it, so...
We're just announcing it.
Yeah.
That's in the plans.
Who's there to help?
Oh,
Yeah, because, Borderland is helping, Borderland, Digital Bull, the Bullring, it's like we're all together, right? But we're helping the hub bring this into existence. But in order for us, we're using our marketing brains to help it grow, because, we can actually provide the service, and Borderland is going to even provide this service for free at the beginning. But then later, we're going to need to cover some costs.
Will the sales reps be contracted for that?
I think so. Yeah, we're reaching out to our clients, some people that we know. So if you know people that may be interested in sponsorship, in sponsoring these talks,
Okay, well, thank you very much. Does anybody have other announcements or anything you would like for people to know? No? Okay, I do. Since I'm with People Fund, we're going to have an education seminar on June the 7th at the community college, as you can see on 9050 Viscount, from 11 to 1 o'clock, and we're going to provide lunch. So if anybody needs assistance and how to do a business plan, financial statement, and so on and so forth, we're going to be there to help you execute those important documents. When you own your own business, it's important that you know how to do your financial statement on a monthly basis. A lot of people have no idea, so we're going to be there, and it's free. So if you're interested, please let me know. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it, and we do apologize. Ernesto's usually the one that does the introductions and everything, but he wasn't here today, so it was, so thank you so much for the questions, and I appreciate everyone coming. And